For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
It's always fun to look around and see fans singing the Stars Spangled Banner. Getting in the spirit. Should be a good one tonight. Don't go away.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
If you're a basketball fan, you've come to the right place. Tonight, we got the Los Angeles Clippers against the Houston Rockets. And for Houston, it'll be interesting to see where they take the game plan tonight. Offensively, do they rely on one or two guys to carry the load, or do they spread the wealth? We'll see. Man, we are in for a treat. Two incredible front courts in this one, Shaq. Talented and highly skilled.
You know, it used to be only a few forwards that could step out and torture from deep. Now, that's the key role to a lot of teams.
You know what? The amount of mobility now in the front courts is incredible. I mean, you know, hey, Shaq, you look kind of svelte right now. What are you, running around 250 bills?
600.
600 pounds?
Told you.
Yeah, all day, every day.
I told you.
Are we still in the air?
Oh, man.
Strike that from the tape.
We've got it down, Kevin. Back to you.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Houston Rockets going up against the Los Angeles Clippers here at the Staples Center. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, we know Russell Westbrook is fearless on the court and with his sense of fashion. Growing up around Los Angeles, he said, I felt like every day was the first day of school. That's how it was the minute I woke up. And guys, he's starting to release his own lines of clothing and accessories. I have a couple in my closet. Back to you.
Influential with his taste for sure, David. Thank you. A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Tucker and Capella are up front. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. And it's Gordon in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Clippers, Leonard down low at 4 with Harrell in the middle. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And it's George in at the small forward.
And most fans think of the Rockets as offense only, but that's not the case at all.
No, GA. I mean, they force a good amount of turnovers, and they trap pretty well. I mean, the defense has been solid for them the past few years, if you ask me. Nothing mind-blowing, but this team is certainly not one-sided.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide-open man easily.
Beverly against Westbrook. And there's Eric Gordon on the assist by Westbrook.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
Now, here's Beverly. Here's Leonard. And Eric Gordon pulls it down.
Oh, he found the open space for mid-range. Just maybe rush his release a little bit.
Outside Westbrook. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Now there's the grit we've come to expect from Tucker. Getting into position for the rebound and getting some points out of it.
Beverly against Westbrook. Left side Leonard. Pass to Harrell. There's the triple. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Westbrook. He feeds it to Capella. Tucker the pass to Westbrook. Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, Kevin, I love the high activity Capella brings. Someone that really brings it on the offensive glass.
Leonard looking over the floor. That shot no good. And the Rockets take it the other way. Lob pass to Capella. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
and busting it up the floor. Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
Now, here is Harden. Launches it. Rebound by Harrell. Well, sometimes it just looks unfair with the way Harden can create space. And then, Chris, he'd get that shot off.
Come on, Kev, it's just sick. His step-back jumper is a thing of beauty. I'm not talking about his almost travel double step-back, just his regular one. I mean, he has so many tools to create space with his footwork, and he makes the most out of what you give him.
Westbrook wide open. He fires. Nailed from three-point land.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Now here's Harrell. Back to Williams. On the wing, George. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Houston. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. And a miss there on the triple. The Clippers trail. To the middle, here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, you see the athleticism George had on that dunk. It's so quick and explosive. Gets to the rim in an instant.
Now here's Harden. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. So, for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Harrell. Green comes in for Leonard. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Williams. Daniel House is checked in for Houston. Austin Rivers comes in for Russell Westbrook. On defense, the Clippers. Harden draws the double. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. Capella kicks to House. Outside Gordon. And the dunk by Capella.
It comes as no surprise that Capella makes that kind of tough finish. He's got a lot of strength and a lot of determination.
There's 1:38 left in the first quarter of the game. And that one's good. George has got 6.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Well, to me, Clint Capella is a classic center. I mean, I love his hands. Great footwork. I mean, he takes what is given to him. He plays inside, protects the rim. And if you throw it up, he'll finish it with authority.
Gerald Green, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now, here's Green. There's the dish to Rivers. Passes to Harden. The tray. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. Excellent D there from George.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, Greg, it's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Basket, good.
These buckets help Rivers get going. The defense can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
And here's George. 8 points for him. Now, here's Shamet. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Clippers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
It's good. It's good.
Oh, beats the buzzer from way down court. These fans are stunned.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Rockets ahead, up by 1. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Rockets elevated by James Harden to one of the league's powerhouse franchises, and he talks about seizing the moment.
This time isn't going to last long. You know, we have a window. It goes by extremely fast. I cherish these moments. You know, I embrace them.
Never a guarantee that the window will remain open.
And superstar players, let's face it, they're best remembered for their championships. It's all about the rings if you're James Harden.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Well, governing the split of second chance opportunities, Jay, I mean, that's what has them in the lead after one.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Houston, we've got Harden. He's out there with Austin Rivers. Green is out there with Clint Capella. And it's House in at the 4 slot. As more and more, we're seeing star players give their sneakers to fans at the end of games. Did you ever do that?
Oh, yeah, man. Especially when I was with Dollar, I would give a pair of shoes away after every game.
Oh, great.
Really love doing it on the road. At home is really cool, but on the road is great because that's where you know that fan braved all those other fans and the elements to wear your jersey and to be the only one there. So you look for that kid. I used to look for the kid with the number 4 Weber jersey and be like, hey, kid, I know what you went through to wear that tonight. You make sure you go home with these bragging rights. Tell them these are fresh from the game when we beat your team, baby.
Yeah, that's a neat way to connect.
Yeah.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Lou Williams won 6th Man of the Year for the 3rd time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company. And the jam by Harden.
Well, Kevin, how about the quick hands of Harden? They're easily coming up with the steal thanks to his activity.
Here's Beverly. Teardrop shot. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got rebound number 8 now on the night. On the wing, Green. House dishes to Green. The pass to House. Houston needs to get a shot off. Capella with the bucket.
Great hands. You can't let Capella get established down there. Once he does, you're pretty much cooked.
And the Clippers call time here.
And a boon it was for the Rockets to be able to keep Clint Capella. A great fit with the team and gives them exactly what they need on the interior.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. Leonard comes in for George. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And then for Houston, P.J. Tucker comes in for Clint Capella. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for James Harden. Now here's Williams. He's still scoreless so far in this one. To stop the run. Got a piece of it. outside Westbrook. And again, it's the Rockets from deep. And Greg Capella, who was taken near the end of the first round back in 2014 in the draft, has developed well during his time with Houston.
And Capella's game has really taken off in the last few seasons. He looks to be a double-double machine for this team for the next handful of years, and that is exactly what they need.
Now, here's Green. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Westbrook finds Rivers. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Rivers has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Williams passes to Harrell. Back to Williams. Outside Leonard. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
And boy, what a much-needed bucket there. Ends a 16-0 run by the Rockets.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Kevin, it was an up-and-down season for the Rockets last year. I mean, they started out very slow, and then because of injury, but it took them a while to get into the playoff picture. But how about this? They won their division, but only nabbed the 4th seed in the playoffs.
And the Rockets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. Goes up off the inbound, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. And Chris, last year being the 4th seed in the postseason was trouble for the Rockets.
Yeah, it was, especially, Kevin, when you have to face the Warriors in the second round. They got bounced out in Game 6 despite the Warriors losing Durant. The slow start in the regular season, I think, played a big factor.
That one misses for Westbrook.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
Shot clock at 5. Bounce pass from Shamet. Puts it up from 7. They get it back. Harrell, that's good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Westbrook up top. He's guarded by Williams. The layup missed.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Now here's Williams. No points in the game yet for him.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, they look like they just want it more right now. You gotta love the hustle.
Chris, the common thought is you don't want to be a middle-of-the-road team. You think clubs are too quick now to pull the trigger on a rebuild as opposed to giving some time to what they've got and be, more patient?
Oh, are you kidding me, Kevin? Don't make me go. This is why I need a psychologist because, hey, when I was in Washington, we had myself, Rasheed Wallace, and Juwan Howard, and Rod Strickland. Like, just wait a minute. Give us 1 year to try. And by the way, the Bulls won 72. We couldn't have won a championship that year anyway. And so, I think a lot of teams are short-sighted and it's based upon their expectations, and their expectations may not be based in reality.
And he knocks down the first one. I'll grade the Clippers signing of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, the grand finale of the wildest summer in NBA free agent history.
A ton of big moves. You think of the star players who've changed teams, 1/3 of the league's all-NBA selections, and 5 out of 10 of the reigning all-star starters. In the end, we saw 7 players who've changed teams, signing for over $100 million each. Put that in perspective, only 8 players had ever done that in league history.
Stolen by Tucker. Inside. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, he's a guy that can do many things well. I mean, Gordon is far from just a shooter. He's good at passing, too.
Leonard inside. He's against Gordon. Leonard with the bucket. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter. Rockets leading by 17. And here's Westbrook from the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Harrell's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
That one goes. Count it. There's a minute left in the second quarter. Westbrook against Williams. Fires the 3. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got 5 now.
Not many folks thought that Tucker would have success as an NBA three-point shooter. But he's proven all of them wrong. He's got good range.
Now here's Leonard. 6 points for him. Green kicks to Shamet. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Westbrook against Williams. Clock at 6. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Green inside the three-point line. Again, the Clippers. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. With 1 on the clock. No good there. And through 1 half, it hasn't even been close. Rockets lead by 16. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Clint Capella putting in some incredible work. He had 13 points and 8 rebounds. He struggled in their last game, but he's not having any problems tonight. Really good first half for him. He was right on the mark. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Their ability to get into the paint and get to the rim has been deadly, constantly attacking the basket. It was clearly their intention right from the start to pound it inside as much as possible. And I don't see them straying from that strategy in the second half. It's going to be another paint-based attack.
And over to Shaq. Now your take on the Clippers.
Well, there's no wonder they're getting blown out. No energy, no fight in the rebound battle. Ernie, you got to pick it up. You got to pick it up starting now, or it's going to be impossible to come back. Like the Pythagorean theorem, times 50, times 100, times 50, times 10. Impossible to figure out, Ernie.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Clint Capella has been sensational.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Yeah, Jay, this was a huge bonus for this team. I mean, they weren't expecting it, but they will absolutely take it.
Rockets leading by 16. The 2 stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And Harrell's in at the center. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Now here's Gordon. Back to Capella. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Oh, I love watching Gordon go to work on the pick and roll. I mean, he's a high IQ player who knows how to pass off the screen.
The Clippers shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Well, Chris, as we know, the season began a year ago for Eric Gordon with some poor shooting numbers. Then, halfway through, he blossomed.
Yeah, Kevin, and as you know, he kept focusing all year. He just kept shooting it. And he got better and better and better. His confidence wasn't shaken by it. He still took a ton of threes, and then down the stretch, they started dropping. And you know what he did when that started happening? Drive it to the hole because the defense had to respect his shot.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. And perhaps the most shocking news of the NBA offseason, Greg, the trade of Paul George. Nobody saw that coming.
Took a ransom of draft picks to get him off the Thunder. Kawhi Leonard recruited him to join him on the Clippers, and Paul obliged by demanding a trade. Came together quickly and caused a major power shift in the West.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
That's good from George. Chris, when you look around the league, who do you feel is the most universally liked player in the league?
That's a good one because there's so many players with great stories. How about Derrick Rose? Fighting all those injuries, coming back, having a 50-point game, becoming a leader again there in Minnesota. The youngest MVP ever, watching his ups and downs. Luka Doncic, how about that guy? I mean, that's just from excitement of play. The fact that he's just infused this Dallas team with energy and fun. It's so much fun watching him, and then you got to go with the elder statesman. In other words, we call him the old head where I'm from, and that's Vince Carter. If you don't love Vince Carter, something's wrong with you because he's the line in the sand from Dr. J, Dominique, Jordan, and those dunkers to anything that's happening today. Vince Carter, he's the man.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And the dunk by Capella.
And sometimes all you got to do is lob it Capella's way. Often he takes care of the rest.
Clippers trail by 18. Beverly feeling it out a bit. Floats one. That one goes in.
An 0 for 3 start to the first half is finally behind them. I mean, now maybe they can get something rolling.
Westbrook against Beverly. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Beverly. Outside, George. George double teamed. Williams kicks to George. No good from outside.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Harden's shot is off.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
They get it again. Capella finds Tucker. Outside, Gordon. Pass to Capella. From deep, Harden. Tries yet again. And Capella with the layup. Capella's got 19 points.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
And the Clippers call time here.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Landry Shamet comes in for Williams. Rockets on defense. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Beverly dishes to George. Shot clock at 6. And it's Leonard with the jam.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
To the inside, Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
Clippers trail by 16. Beverly, the pass to Leonard. Shoots over Tucker. Leonard, no luck.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
And here's Leonard, following Russell Westbrook's three.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Now, here's Capella. He's got 21. Double team on Westbrook. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Clippers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Well, you knew that Kawhi Leonard would be a huge name on the free agency market last summer, especially after winning his second Finals MVP.
And Kawhi let the pieces fall before making his decision. Was the last major free agent to choose where he was going to play. Ended up shaking up the NBA in the process by joining the Clippers.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Now here's Beverly. Leonard finds George, and George with the stuff.
Oh, he's been as dependable as he always is. He can't do it all by himself, though.
Here's Harden. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Harden's got 9.
Oh, well, that's tricky. Trying to stop Harden without fouling, that might be one of the most difficult tasks in sports.
Zubac, the pass to Beverly. They get a hand on it. From deep. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Westbrook.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Tucker. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Even though he lacks some size, Tucker's strength makes up for it. He competes inside.
Clint Capella has been leading the charge for the Houston Rockets. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. And we'll be right back after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. George double-teamed. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Harden and Gordon are out on the wings. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's House in at the power forward position. Now here's Green. Outside, George. Over Gordon. That one a little long. Houston leading by 21. Rivers scanning the floor. Lob pass to Capella. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
No, this has gone dead silent in this arena. What a fantastic performance here on the road.
Now, here's Zubac. Back to Beverly. Outside, George drills the three-pointer.
And he's got his first 3 of the game. Took more than a half to do it, though.
Outside, Gordon. Back to Rivers. Takes a 3. The offensive rebound. And the rejection by Zubac. He gets it in there. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. George double-teamed. Pass to Zubac. Green kicks to Shamet. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, he's almost obsessed with drawing contact and getting to the line, and Harden has an endless number of ways to do it. And sometimes I feel like people don't truly appreciate the greatness of what James Harden does. He's one of the toughest guys to check on the fast break. He has one of the best Euro steps in the game, the best footwork in the game. He'll hit you in the head for deep. You can't check him without fouling him. The precision of his movements, the ease in which he scores. Come on, man.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good from Harden. As you said, C-Webb, what Harden has been doing the last few years is truly remarkable.
Yeah, Kevin, and what's funny, because when you are achieving greatness and critics try to diminish what you're doing, it's just funny to me. Harden is one of the great guards of all time, no matter how you slice it.
Harrell, he's checked in for the Clippers. Williams comes in for Landry Shamet. Harden hits them both.
The night Harden put up 60 points and had a triple-double, that was so amazing. I got to mention that's incredible.
Now here's Williams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Clint Capella. Greg, I'm just so impressed with the level of finesse and craftiness that Lou Williams always plays with.
And, Kevin, you don't stay a perennial 6th Man of the Year candidate at Williams' age without having more than a few tricks up your sleeve. He's so good in tight spaces and can find a way to get a shot up where others just have to kick it out.
And the first one drops.
Well, the Rockets are a team that is pushing NBA theory to the extremes with how they approach offense.
Oh, yeah, every year they seem to go more toward threes or free throws. I mean, you can't fault them as it consistently works for them, though. I mean, it's like watching a team experiment with what makes an NBA offense.
Good on both.
And Williams is sort of the classic instant offense guy. Whether he's coming off the bench or starting, he can provide a spark whenever they need one.
And the dunk by Capella.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Now here's Williams. The shot by George, wide open. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. And that's now 19 points for George. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Gordon against George. And Gordon hits from deep.
And Gordon has always been a lethal perimeter shooter. When he gets a clean look, he doesn't hesitate pulling the trigger.
George double-teamed to the paint. Here's Williams. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. And so it's Frazier who'll bring it up for Houston. Now here's Green. He's tightly guarded. Pass to McLemore. Lets it fly. That shot misses. And the Clippers will come the other way. Magruder passes to Williams. No good that time. Chandler with the defensive effort. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And it's Green, missing. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Harkless on the wing, guarded by McLemore. Here's Kabengele. It's rebounded by McLemore. Now Frazier. He dishes it to Green. 1:58 left in the fourth. Frazier kicks to Green. 5 to shoot. Shoots the 3. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist. Green's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now the pass to Williams. Over to the left wing. Patterson tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Rockets have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Rockets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Clint Capella.
The energy he played with tonight was amazing, and it paid off the most on the glass where he dominated the rebounding stats.
Here's Green after the made shot from Tyson Chandler. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Patrick Patterson.
Yeah, and Chandler, a difference maker defensively. The shot blocking, the controlling of the lane. He also gobbles up those rebounds.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Los Angeles making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Houston with a big group substitution here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Clark. Gordon comes in for Green. James Harden, he's checked in for McLemore. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Frazier. Chandler hits them both. 44 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Outside Robinson. Over Westbrook. That's tipped. Pass to Magruder. Kicks to Robinson. 5 on the clock. Down low. Will it go? And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Harden surveying the D. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, James. Congrats on the win. Looked like you guys really had a lot of confidence and really had a lot of flow offensively.
Yeah, we just tried to move the ball and make the game easy tonight. We did a great job of actually just guys getting shots, easy shots, and our defense really stepped up.
Yeah, great team performance all around, James. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.